Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases for Saturday the 18th of September. Hope you're all doing very well. There have been a number of releases over the past couple of weeks and no doubt that is set to continue. It seems that Games Workshop and Forge World are sort of back to their usual state. You know, Forge World will have a fair number of releases from them, and also Games Workshop with all of the Aurochs and the 40k Orcs. I want to say a huge thank you to all of you subscribers, members of the channel, supporters on Patreon, and Element Games affiliate link users. The best way to support the channel is still through the Element Games affiliate link. Every time you make an order, if you just click the link and then at the checkout as well, put in the crystal code, that will tell Element Games that I've recommended you to them, and you can save yourself up to 25% off of your Warhammer goodness, which is great. You earn double the crystals, you get a discount off, and I get some help making this content. So thank you to all of you link users already. Let's get straight in there into the community website right here. Not sure why it is white, but it just is. If we go back a week ago to the 11th of September, there's been a lot of Age of Sigmar articles and things over this past week, but if we look right here, there was a look at what you could pre-order last weekend in the form of Double Eagle Special Edition from Black Library. Nice looking Special Edition written by Dan Abnett. The book did come out, you know, quite a few years ago, if I can remember. You also had Knights of Bretonia and Diachasm books. The Battle Tomes, the Beast's Blood Bowl kits arrived for pre-order. That was last weekend. I'm not a massive fan of the way that these new books look. I guess they're kind of new and they're following the same sort of aesthetic as the Dominion box set. I get that. These are chunky books though, but it seems like their prices have gone up. You know, it's £30 now for standard battle tomes and codexes. Yeah, that seems to be the new normal for them. You've got the special edition, which looks fantastic, but I'm not a big fan of this Warhammer Age of Sigmar logo at the top. They didn't used to have it in special editions, and I think the books look better for it. If you've just got Stormcast Eternals written down below, and then the rest of the book has like a wraparound cover, then or even has a wraparound cover or a similar cover to the, or a similar spine colour to the cover, then that works fine. It also had the Knight Judicator. You had these Stormstrike Chariots. The Master of Sacrosanct is available for the first time. He's been out before, but in a box. You got some dice, and then Auroch War Clans. So massive release here last weekend for both Stormcast and Aurochs. Again, Aurochs get their special edition. It really highlights these little legs and little arms that they've got, but you know, yeah, I just can't get on with it. I can't get on with the you know, the size proportions. But hey, you may well. And then you've got this Troggoth as well that was up for pre-order, as well as the Beast Skewer Killbow, and some dice and a load more dice for the Grand Orders: Order, Death, Chaos, and Destruction. Pretty boring, if you ask me. But you know, then you have the White Dwarf. I did do a first look at this White Dwarf a couple of days ago on the channel. I think it was Thursday. For Blood Bowl, the Dark Elves got a second season edition treatment in the form of some dugouts and some dice and some cards. So yeah, quite a heavy release last weekend. If you're into Aurochs and Stormcast, you'll probably be opening your new releases this morning. The next day on the Sunday, usually about 6 o'clock GMT, we get a look, sometimes with a video, sometimes not, of this week's pre-orders. So these are up this morning. You've got this murder turkey, this gobsprack mouth of Mork. Pretty expensive. I think this is about £80 or so. Much more expensive than I expected. Really is. Also quite odd that he's like, I don't say he's like sat down. He looks like stood up with this staff. I mean, yeah, it's odd. Maybe I just expected him to be sort of sat down, considering he's, you know, this Vulcha seems very elegant for a Vulcha, very sort of flowing. Then you've got a Swamp Boss Scumdrek and also the Marsh Crawler Slogoth. We'll have a look at these in detail on Games Workshop's web store in a moment, but these were cheaper than I expected, like the Troggoth really. You got a separate release of the Gut Rippers. It's a multi-part kit, and then some scenery kits, an advert for the Warhammer Age of Sigmar app being in the beta stage, and then Forge World. We actually got another couple of releases from Forge World in the form of House Graham or Graham, military attaché. Very nice looking minis. I like them. They'd go well near any kind of Astra Militarum if you wanted to use them that way. I like his sort of bionic leg there, with like a panther foot. Got some more Warhammer 40k crime novels, Grim Repast, and a look at what was up for Warhammer Plus this past weekend. This past week, you got a battle report. I think it's Ultramarines and Death Guard, and then True Metallic Gold, a masterclass, and then Angels of Death Episode 4. Throughout the week, so the next day on Monday, we had a Necromunda article showcasing this. Really quite cool. It's a Van Saar servo suit. Yeah, I mean, the Van Saar stuff usually is so far removed from 40k. I mean, there are subtle hints, like this tip of the weapon. Looks like a rad cleanser, and also this plasma, I think it is. But yeah, very, very interesting suit here. I mean, it looks a bit different to this. It's got two legs or arms, whatever, and then these weapons. This, they've got more. You've got these 1, 2, 3, I think 4 kind of arms, and then these legs, or this leg, and then maybe that's a leg. It's hard to see from this angle. Yeah, it would have been nice to have a 360 view on this model. McFarlane Toys, the next 8 Warhammer 40k action figures. How many more of these are we going to get? I mean, if you enjoy them and if you like them, that's cool. But I'm just interested how many, you know, how much of the IP Games Workshop has sort of shared with McFarlane to make all of these toys. Yeah, look at that orc. Is it a Mega Knob? Yeah, it is a Mega Knob. And then with Buzzsaw, Big Mech, they've really gone to town. You know, there's a lot. I think the arms look like Play-Doh, but and the Gene Stealer. Can't spot any mould lines on this one, so that's all right. Oh, and then you've got one of these with the feeder tendrils, I think they are. So, yeah, feeder tendrils, scything talons. Yeah, interesting. If you are a big fan of them, you know, there's more to come. GenCon, big host of announcements for all of these game systems. So let's have a look at them, because I think they were teased throughout the past week. You've got this new bird, which will come with Stormcast for the little Warhammer Underworlds gang, I want to call them. Yeah, it's all right. It's a bird, isn't it? You know, Rumor Engine. This looks like some kind of, I want to say elf hair, but maybe Chaos Sword. I mean, Wood Elf Sword with that sheath. I don't know. It's got these lions either side, hasn't it? We get a closer look at the Gobsprack. 2 sprues. Right, so this dude is sort of climbing on the back. Oh wow, a selection of eyeballs. That might be quite cool. And then you can turn him into this as well. So it's a dual kit. Have one or the other. I think it looks quite cool. One of the best looking models that they brought out for Oryx. Funny that, isn't it? Some of the best looking models they brought out for them aren't actually kind of orcs. You've got Watch Grand Cathay come to life in an epic collaboration for Total War Warhammer 3. If you didn't already know, this has been delayed a little bit. I think it's next year. But that's a nice fun article. You can try out the Age of Sigmar app. Krule Boyz will be the most disgusting force around thanks to these swampy rules and units. How the Twice Dead King series offers deep insights into the madness of the Necron mind. So Nate Crowley is the guy that wrote the recent Gazgul Thraka book, which I've enjoyed, and he's taking his pen to paper with this new Necron character, Altix, Necron Royal Lord. And then there's also going to be a second book already that they've confirmed. Got a Middle Earth article. Azog's Legion is here to find out. Azog's Legion is here to end the line of Durin. GenCon, shadow a new season of Warhammer Underworlds revealed. You've got Harrow Deep. And then here are the minis. So I think they're shown a little bit later on, but you've got some Oryx. I think you've got some Stormcast and the bird. So that's what the next season will be called. Then you've got more GenCon reveals. It's a new Kill Team box set. You've got Kill Team starter set. So it has the Commandos and the Death Corps, and then a little bit of scenery and the same gaming mat. Nothing new from the previous sets. You're getting a smaller core rules book, you're getting a recruit edition, and you're getting the tokens and things. So yeah, interesting take on this. It was made to order. The Kill Team box set was made in many quantities to halt the disappointment of many hobbyists. And I think that they've just broken down the boxes and things and put them in this this new box. So if you missed out, if you didn't fancy spending that much money on the Kill Team set before, you can now spend a little bit less and just get the minis and not the big bits of scenery in there. That's what you're missing out on, really. And then yeah, they're saying it saves you even more money on buying the individual sets available, which they are here. They're going to be available around the same time the starter set hits the shelves. Now that's really interesting. Strange turn for Games Workshop to release a starter set and these units individually. I'm not sure if these kits are going to be £30 each and the starter set is, I don't know, £60. It might be worth just buying that starter set. Yeah, you're going to have more scenery, but hey, it's more scenery and you can have another bat so you can double your play area. You're going to be very interested to find out how much this starter set is going to cost, because that might well be the same or cheaper than these two sets together. If it is, then yeah, I'm going to pick up one of these starter sets, because that Commando set is great. You've got double options for all the orcs, and the Death Corps set is also fantastic. You've got multiple options, sometimes 3 options per Death Corps. I couldn't rave about it enough. The review is going to come out very soon for those. I think it's planned for next week. you've got some new kill team teams. You've got this kill team Chalnath. So it shows the Tau and it shows the sisters. The Adeptus Sororitas stand defiant. So the Adeptus Sororitas Novitas. Two kill teams clash. A new kill team. First in a series of expansions. So it's just an expansion for your kill team. But that is explained below. You've got all the miniatures. Plasma pistol and a power sword. Looks quite good. Again, I kind of like this cutback power armor. It's almost like they've got the power armor greaves and the pauldrons, and that's it. Everything's just like leather, and someone's holding a chalice. You've got a stubber, got a mace there. Yeah, faces. Faces. I don't know. I mean, yeah. At least you're not seeing the haircuts, I guess. The towel looked fantastic. I think they've done a really good job with the towel. I like how their feet are exposed. That's fantastic. Like shouting some orders. The drones look stupendous. So, yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you do get a new gaming mat and some scenery. I don't know whether I've had this scenery before, so I might have to check that out. So yeah, you're getting yeah, you're getting this terrain, new missions, this book as well. So yeah, I'm pleased that they're expanding Kill Team with completely new units as well, 4 different factions. Great, that's a great way to do it. I think they sort of did that a little bit past couple of years. I think 2 years ago with the Kelemorph and the Manipulus, and now they're releasing these Kill Team expansions with completely new minis. Forge World on the 17th, which was yesterday, on the Friday. And we got a closer look at the Scions of House Grimm. You've got Krieg Mesters, and then you've got Faithful Jaegerkin, which is this one, which is act as a bodyguard. Yeah, nice looking minis. And we'll have a look at those very soon. You've got Never Chosen episode, and then infiltrate your action figure collection with new Vanguard Space Marines from Joy Toy. So this is the new scale, everyone. So, you got action figures from Bandai and McFarlane Toys. Now you've got a collaboration between Games Workshop and Joy Toy. So it seems like every toy company are getting their hands on Games Workshop's IP. This must be making a fair fortune for GW, selling a bit of their IP, selling some licensing for their IP. You've got both sets will be available from the web store from the 25th, which is next Saturday, to the 3rd of October. Don't miss your chance. It's a shame they don't come in a unit of 5, to have a legal unit, and then you could use them on the table on top. But yeah, you've got these strange, a strange set of minis to pick, the Incursors. Very, very strange. They come fully pre-painted with intricate detail. I mean, the pictures look fantastic of them. There's highlighting, there's damage, the squad markings look great. Little trailer for them. The skin looks, and the metal, a bit of mold lines in places, but you can see that big mold line there. But the proportions look I mean, it's very skinny waist, very thin hips, small hips. But yeah, so they're coming out from Joy Toy as well. All right. And then Blood Bowl. We've got some new Khorne Berserkers finally in the form of these. Very violent looking team. I like it. I like that a lot. They look fantastic. I think it suits them as well, the headpieces and the spikes. It really does. And then you got one of these, a Bestigor as well in the team. Look, two of them. So yeah, that's the new team for Blood Bowl. Yeah, I like that one. I've done a great job with that. And that's it for all of the news. A fair amount of news to get through. Let's hop on over to Forge World now and have a look at those new House of Green models. So right here, we're on Forge World. We've got them here. They're just showcased there, in amongst some House Goliath. You can still win a Titan. You've got another week or so to win a Warlord Titan. Every £100 you spend in one order. So if you spent £150, if you then spent another 150, that would still only be 2 entries. You've got to spend, whereas if you spend £200 in one go, you get 2 entries, or of £100 you get 1 entry. As I've said, if I do win Warlord Titan, because I do buy a fair few things from Forge World, of course I will be donating the Warlord Titan to one of you lucky subscribers. But that may not happen. So if we click on new, and we go pre-orders, just the one pre-order, and that's House Green Military Attaché, £24, so £12 each. It's not too bad. You're getting your Necromunda bases, and yeah, no other options. What you see is what you get. Does it say how many pieces they are? Oh, yep. 12 components in total. And you get your cards as well for them included. Yeah, a lot of detail. I really like the paint jobs on them as well. They've done a fantastic job. I like the folds and the highlighting in the folds and both of the boots. And that helmet is fantastic. Part of me kind of wishes the helmet was on. I mean, it's a cool looking helmet. I mean, this guy looks pretty cool with his full beard and moustache going on, and his cane. You got to remember that some of these humans are possibly hundreds of years old, because of the rejuvenate treatments they've had, and the bionics, and all kinds of organ replacements. But yeah, that's the House Green Military Attaché. Let's go on over to Games Workshop and have a look at all of those big Orruk beasties. And here we are on the Games Workshop web store. Straight away, this first banner says Krule Boyz Reinforcements, and it's got a nice look at the swamp creatures. No Vulcha though, unfortunately. Not even on the second banner, just those two. And again, I'm not sure whether this background is the best. It's great for narrative. I can see that this is the kind of swampy land that they would be in, but from a sort of product point of view, they don't really stand out in my opinion. It's just one of the downsides of having your placing your units in their kind of native flora and fauna, I guess. If we go on to new and exclusives and we hit pre-orders, 37 pre-orders today, guys. Wow, that's a lot. That's more than last week. I think last week we had 27. But straight away, you've got £329 here. What do you get for this? Wow, you get all of the new releases for Krule Boyz. Some lovely looking creatures there. These beasts look fantastic. I'm tempted just to get them for my Gloomspite Gits. I'm very jealous of you Krule Boyz collectors. because you know, you've got some fantastic creatures there. Looking forward to the dragons, obviously. Probably try and get some dragons. But yeah, the bundle contains the Battle Tome, which is a 136-page book. It's not too shabby. The War Scroll cards, the dice set, 20. Beast Skewer Killbow, just one though. A Breaker Boss or Breaker Boss on Mire Brute Troggoth, a Swamp Boss Scumdrek, a Marsh Crawler Slogoth, 10 multi-part Gut Rippers, Gobsprak, the Mouth of Mork on the Vulcha, the exclusive artwork that depicts a big war containing Krule Boyz, Savage Orcs and Ironjaws charging forward. So you get all of that for your £329. Technically, you could look at it as showcasing 18 models for that, but there we are. You've also got the Stormcast Eternal Sigmar's Chosen, over £100 cheaper. I think you get the Start Collecting set here for Stormcast. You get the dice. What else do you get? Let's read through it. Yeah, the Battle Tome, which is almost 200 pages. It's like Space Marine size almost. The War Scroll cards, the dice set, the Chariot, the Judicator, Masters of Sacrosanct, Start Collecting, Stormcast Eternals, and exclusive artwork as well. So that's the artwork on the front cover. It's a shame with these collections, with the art, you don't get the special edition. I mean, I guess that would have been difficult to do that, but and also what you know, grinds my gears is also you don't save anything buying this big bundle. It's the same as if you were to click everything, you know, individually and put it in your cart. Now this is the big shock for me: £89 for this killer boss. I was not expecting that. You know, you've got your two options there. You've got Killer Boss or Gobsprak, the Mouth of Gork. So either of those two. Bases are the same. The pose for the Vulture looks slightly different, like the tail is in a different pose. Well, from this angle anyway. Might actually be in the same pose. But yeah, the head is a different head. It looks quite medium to large size, but yeah, we're almost at £100 there. It's the most expensive Krule Boy model that you'll get, but it's there. So that was available last weekend. So was the Stormcast one. The Stormcast one sold out already. Moving back to the pre-orders for today, you've got the Swamp Boss Scumdrek. I was expecting a bit more from this one, like £40 or, you know, but so £34.50 isn't too bad. Now you do have a couple of options for faces. You've got this one with the tongue drooping out. You've got this one here with a closed mouth and some hooks and chains and prisoner type cages. You've got the prisoner type cage on this side. I think you've still got the one on the other. The hand and the claw is going to be the same. The tail and the legs are going to be the same. But the rider is slightly different. It looks like it's a 3-sprue. So that's quite cool. I'm not a big fan of these boxes, these new boxes that have, well, it's just wasted space. In my opinion, whoever designed these and the new battle tomes, yeah, I'm not a big fan. It's just a big red, you know, it's unmistakable in it that it's red, but I want to see the miniature should be on the box, the whole box. But hey, you know, this is the way they're going. I don't want to be too salty, but are they spoiling Age of Sigmar now after it had such a good run in the last edition? I don't know. I mean, I moved over to Age of Sigmar because it was so good, but now they seem to be, yeah, trying to fix things that aren't broken as usual. You've got the Marsh Crawler Slogoth. So yeah, you've got the Swamp Boss Scumdrek, and you can also build it as the Snatcher Boss Sludge Raker Beast. Oh, these are so difficult for me to pronounce. But yeah, the Marsh Crawler Slogoth. It's also up for pre-order. Slightly cheaper, £31.50, and you've got a few the Krule Boyz in there, bundled at the top. You do have a couple of options for this. So you can build it like this with this hanging kind of gallows type thing. You've got drums, you've got nets, you've got heads on spikes, hands that have been nailed through. You can build it this way with some nets and some grabber sticks as well. So It is a 2 sprue, and they're using that red box. Most of that box is red, so I'm now going to call them the red boxes. £31.50, looks pretty good though for that one. You can get the gut rippers now as a multi-part kit, so different to the kit in the Dominion box set. This is multi-part. There's going to be plenty of options. £31.50. This is kind of what I'm expecting the Deathcore Krieg and the Commandos to be, £31.50. If they're £34.50, oh, it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But there we are. Look at those options. Lovely shields, helms. I'm still not a massive fan. I mean, the arms are a bit thin. It's just, that's what it is. It's the big bodies and the heads, and then thin arms and short legs. That's what I can't get my head around, and I don't think I ever will. So that's those. You can also pre-order a domicile shell with winch. Bit of scenery there, £30. A Nexus siphon. That looks quite cool for a narrative piece. And a lovely looking statue, Guardian Idol, for £30 too. £30 each for these. I wonder how many sprues they are. I'm going to say 1, but yeah, that's 1 sprue, made in China, obviously, because it's the darker, harder plastic. You can tell. You know, they can still put a bit of detail on these, but moving down, you can also pre-order this domicile shell here, £30 again. And then you've also got, these were all up for pre-order last weekend, but you can pre-order, go down a little bit, the new Warhammer 40k Grim Repast novel, a Quillen Drask novel by Mark Collins, $8.99. So that's it for the pre-orders. It is just mainly Warhammer Age of Sigmar in the form of the scenery and some new units for the Krule boys. So we had Stormcast last week with the codexes and a couple of units, and now this week we've got the rest of the Krule boys. I have a strong feeling that tomorrow's announcement will be the rest of the 40k orcs. I mean, they've given us like a 2, including next week, a 3-week break from them. So it'd be fantastic to see the rest of the 40k releases. Still holding out for this Great White Squig and the Squig Rig and the Pain Boss and all those awesome minis to finish off my coverage of the releases for the orcs. What do you guys think of the pre-orders and the news and things today? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below as always. Will you be picking up a Vulcha? Very interested as always to read your comments. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.